How's it going, everybody? Today's video is primarily going to focus about unlocking Gorr and using him in the raids and seeing where his value is going to be, because we've got a lot of kind of contentious feelings about Gorr and how he's performing at low star levels right now. So we know you got to check that out. Before we do that, a lot of things have been sneaking their way into the game, kind of, in the shadows. People don't really know it, and we got to shine a light on that as quickly as possible. So I want to start with some good stuff that they snuck into the game. Now, this is only going to affect the spenders, but I think it's still good because the original Strike Store was horrible, and it was worse than the old Bang for Your Buck milestone. But now they've increased the amounts that you're getting for the given tokens by quite a bit, like a lot. My biggest gripe with the Strike Store when it first came out was the amount of L4s that you were going to get for that 200 or 2,500 tokens, but also the amount of gold that you're going to get. Now, I don't have gold in the game right now. That's not the right mirror. That's not the right thing. We're trying to go on this one. Sorry about that. This guy right here. So we're still going to be getting more gold and more training materials for that 2,500 tokens, which is equivalent of $25 American dollars spent on the website. So it's better for the people that spend. I just want to make sure people are aware of that right now. If you've been hoarding, maybe you want to spend some right now. And if you don't spend, this doesn't really apply to you whatsoever. But there was another change that, hate to set the community on fire, but it's important that we know this, right? So go to the Recruit Illuminati page. They did sneak a little something negative here. Now, all this is pretty standard until you get down to the new talk about bumps. So let's talk about the diamonds so you know what they're going with. Starting with the Annihilator team, direct diamond promotions for most characters will be available as event rewards within 1 month of the character's release. Red stars and diamonds can still be obtained in the red star and diamond orbs, but direct promotions in the Elite Store will only become available around 3 months after the character's release. Similarly, character shards will not be added to bumps until around 3 months after release. Character shard availability after release will be shifted into event rewards, character orbs, and battle passes, which will offer an extended period of time for earning character shards. So, what does this mean? This means that people who have been hoarding your Ultimus credits or your premium orbs or your basic orbs, all that kind of stuff, it's just not going to be a thing if, say, you're trying to target Annihilator team. You're trying to target the Illuminati team. I mean, they're in bumps right now, but the Annihilators won't be. And they won't be in bumps for 3 months, which is probably after that legendary unlock, right? I wouldn't expect to see the Annihilators come to the game until after their first legendary unlock, because they're really trying to push people to buy those character shards. Now, we don't know if this means it's going to be more character shards in the battle pass on the free-to-play side. If you want to bet on that, that's like betting on zero and roulette, all right? And then the outcome being Russian roulette. If you know what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't put money on that. More in events probably means more in the whalestones. Like, it's not good news. It's just not. Does this mean that they're no longer going to be in line with their, hey, after 4 months, things are farmable, and then by 6 months, you should have it maxed out? I mean, that's really vague terminology. A character can go into the campaign node 4 months in, and if you core enough on that node, then sure, 6 months in, you get them at 7 stars. So it's possible. But is it really friendly? I don't know about that. So, yeah. They said 4 months is not changing in the mail, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be the same as it's been, right? You're not going to be getting those RNG shards from those orbs anymore, which I think is a loss. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Bumps is kind of just RNG anyway, so I'm not like losing my mind over it personally. But yeah, I don't know. It's probably not the greatest news ever, right? We have some dynamites to quickly go over. We got the Shadow Dimension, so the next Pocket Dimension. People are reading this wrong. So the minimum requirements, 3 Annihilator and 3 Illuminati characters at gear tier 14 up to 18. This dash right here where my mouse is circling over, this is like the end of statement. 5 yellow stars is not a requirement, but the gear tier 18 seems to be a requirement. So It looks like to get to the later nodes of the next Pocket Dimension, we're going to need to bring all of those characters, which is the Illuminati and the Annihilators, all the way to Gear Tier 18, which they're really good characters. They're an arena team. That's cool. But forcing people to build them to Gear Tier 18, I don't think is the best move. It definitely is going to hurt the mid-game people. Like, for the last Pocket Dimension and for the first one with Cabal, if you were able to, say you were like a level 95 or 90 account, and you're able to get your characters up to Gear Tier 17, then by, cleverly letting a node kick your ass and then using the heals that they provided, because they provided so many heals, you're able to whittle nodes down over the duration of the Pocket Dimension and get amazing rewards. I think that was great. By forcing everybody to go up to Gear Tier 18, I think that's bad. Again, it's leading back to that Apocalypse thing where it's like everyone's gonna have the same teams maxed out. Not a great thing. Also, there's a funny wording where it says Gear Tier 14 up to 18. So like, can nobody with Gear Tier 19 do the Pocket Dimension? Because it only goes up to 18. If you go to 19, 19 is a higher number than 18. Can we no longer? It's a data mine. It's subject to change. Hopefully, we're just reading into this more than we need to. But at the very least, I can tell you the 5-star requirement, that's not a thing. It's not a requirement. It's the 5 yellow star, Gear Tier 15 or higher characters are strongly recommended to start. All right. After that, we have another data mine to go over. We got Crick Draw's data mine. So Odin is a 5-star unlock, which is to be expected from Dark Dimension, and his speed is 128. We got all this stuff in this, and if we go back to the game, we can actually see his portrait in game right now, I believe. I haven't actually gone to verify this myself. We scroll all the way to the bottom. It's going to be one of the locked ones. Yeah, there he is right there. There's Odin in all of his glory. Not doing it for me. He just doesn't... I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right. With all that said, that was 7 minutes of just nonsense. Let's go unlock Gorr, talk about T4's Iso8, and show him in the current Incursion 2.3 and extrapolate how that could maybe carry over to the new Orcus raid. All right, guys. Some not so great news is that Scotty has left Marvel Strike Force. He's retiring. He has so much going on in his life, building like this super awesome animal hospital that he's going to be just saving all the kitties and all the puppies and all the tortoises and whatever other weird animals people have. So he's going to be way too busy. He's stepping away from Marvel Strike Force. That does mean we're not going to have 7 stars on everything anymore, that's for sure. Which I don't think has been like a main draw for anyone watching. In fact, it'll be kind of more fun to be doing like these substantial punch-ups in Crucible rather than like the slight punch-ups. We're currently ranked 3. I did tank this week because I was on vacation, so I was just kind of throwing attacks at the wall. Anyway, with that said, obviously, I'm still going to be spending this account because this is the main account. This is, it's in Onslaught. We got to participate in the big boy wars. We're going to be going for Dark Dimensions a little bit faster than most people would. All that kind of stuff, but just not going to be at the same rate it has been. And we're going to start that with this Gorr. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start opening up some Gorr orbs. And this is going to be something that I'm going to be toying around with the idea of is with the new cores. And if we save as many cores as we can, since we're getting more now, will I be able to sustain opening character orbs and getting them at a decent level? I'm still probably going to spend the 70 Canadian bucks to get them 100 shards right away. Maybe I'll drop the 130 Canadian to get them to 4-star right away so that they end up after the release around like 5.5, 6 stars so that they're 7-star not too long after. It's going to be some sort of balancing act like that, but I want to see what we can get with cores. So, as with everything else, the first thing you need to do is put your tinfoil hat on, boop, and you need to go spend 400,000 gold, right? Because this is Seed Theory after all, but we're not going to spend Mystic Crimson Gear, we're not spending Tech Crimson Gear, and we're not spending Bio Crimson Gear, because we're going to need that for Gorr. So, that's like most of our gear. So what can I actually do? I can put stuff on mutant characters. You know what? There is one Mystic character I could put some love into, because we know he's on a team that's coming up, and that's going to be Moon Knight. I'm not sure how super valuable that's going to be. I'd rather, you know what? I'd rather just put like some crappy levels on somebody. Because I do have so much gold and training materials. So let's go find somebody. Hey, why aren't you gear tier 18? Mister, what are you doing? We don't have enough. We don't have enough gear tier 18 mystics to even mess with that. That's awkward. Hawkeye. I gotta believe that one day Hawkeye's gonna get a rework. We have to. We have to. J-Level, thank you so much for the sub. You're the best! So I'm leveling Moon Knight. We know Moon Knight is getting a rework game going on a team because of the character poll that we never did. Oh! Let's open up some diamond orbs. Alright, let's go. Let's get Gorr right now. Gorr! He's in here, actually. Oh, there's Beta Rebuild. That's a dupe. Come on, Gorr! Oh, that's a... Oof, that's another dupe. Alright, come on, Gorr! Oh, it's yellow! It's Ronin. It's an upgrade. It's good for war. It's good for war. That's fun. You know, it's... Ugh. Alright. Well, you know what they say? With gold comes more gold. Gold begets gold. We're going to try and save 10k. Because I firmly believe that Thanos Endgame is going to be monumentally more important to this team than Gorr is in Arena and outside of Arena. And monumentally more important than even Gladiator is. So we're definitely going to be doing more for Thanos than we will for Gorr here. But I'd love to get Gorr unlocked using this. So let's go ahead and find out. Here we go. It's green, isn't it? It's always going to be green. This is going to be the sad news. The sad news. All right, sad news. It's the Scotty sad opening. Come on, Scotty. Ugh. Come on, Scotty. You could do better. Channel the Scotty luck. Oh, there's a blue. Okay. 20. Ah, it's a 10. Come on now. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Gold. Oh. All right, let's not be so greedy. Purple 40 drop. Oof. I'm not liking this. We got to reset the seed. We only got 3 more orbs that were open. We got to reset the seed. Hawkeye. Do it, buddy. We got like a billion of these. There's no good tech characters ever. Or skill characters, rather. Hawkeye gear tier 18. You know it's going to happen one day or another. So here we go. We got our tinfoil hat on. We're supposed to open gold orbs. You know what? I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not going to give the satisfaction. I went right by the orb. All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, it looked purple. I think it changed color mid-drop. I'm pretty sure that changed color mid-drop, but I'm not a fan of that. Oh, here's another 8. Last one. Oh, how close are we? All right, you know what? Worst case scenario, we open up 3 more. We'll open up 3 more. There we go. 1 more. Oh, that was purple again. At least it's a 20. And we're done, but I did say 3 more, so let's go ahead and open up 3 more. And you're like, Dorky, what the hell are you doing? Well, it's because I'm also going hard on this Odin event, right? So let's see where that puts us as far as the diamond claws go. I want to stay top 1,000. This is going to cost a pretty penny. Don't be mistaken. Odin is not free. Odin is definitely not as expensive as Mephisto, but not free. So we're top 500 right now. I don't expect that to maintain. I just want top 1,000. I don't care about the 1 diamond. I want the 1 million purple ISO. I don't think the difference between 7 red star and 1 diamond on Logan is going to be much. I think the difference on a 3 diamond and a 7 red star Logan is much. Anyway, I digress. Let's go level up Gorr and let's talk about this guy because I think there's definitely a conversation to be had about this boy. All right, so we got Villain Cosmic Biocontroller Annihilator Symbiote. Let's go ahead and put him in. Obviously, got 7 red stars on him, as you will on every single character once you get to the end game. Even my baby account is getting to that point. It's really awkward. Oh, he's just basking in the sunlight. Let's go, Gorr. Looking pretty. All right, so he's missing Crimson Gear. We'll get it eventually. It's definitely not the unique. It's definitely not the unique. So let's see, what is he missing? He's going to Crimson, so I start putting it on now. All right, there we go. So it is just the mini uniques. I don't think it's the Origin Gear. What do we got? Yeah. Oh, damn. Ooh. Ooh, well. Okay, well, there's 1. All right. Well, you know, it is what it is. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, so what Emma was just saying, wonder how he does in raids. I'm also wonder what he does in raids. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Void Knight only gives speed up to the Hive Mind characters, though. So he would still be the last character to go. Now, he'd get the speed bar that Carnage gives out, but it would take him a while to actually go. So he's not going to, like, help Carnage pop off. All right. So this is a legacy account. I mean, that is to say this account has been, like, top 100 or top 5 war and raid season for its like entire duration. So I got 4,000 T4s. Definitely not worried about T4ing everything. I'm gonna be able to do that forever, especially with the spotlight raids. So yeah, not worried about that. We'll see what Awakened abilities comes. All right, so I mean the basic was definitely a skip for everybody else. It's 50% piercing to the primary target. That's not necessary whatsoever. The T4 on the special is going to plus 70% damage to primary and secondary targets, clear and revive once on primary and secondary targets. This is actually a really, really nice one. Clearing those revive kind of makes him a nice little dorm counter in his own right. So I do like that T4. The 70% damage, because it is a splash attack, is also going to be super helpful. So here we go. This is also going to be a clear revive once ability, so you don't necessarily need the special, but having two to like dodge checks or block checks is really nice. Can this be dodged or blocked? Well, this one cannot be dodged or blocked, so there's that. And then this one is going to be applying Safeguard for 2 turns. That obviously is a must. 50% piercing is a lot of good damage, and it is to all enemies. So that's his second AoE attack. That's going to help us decide on his ISO selection. So if anyone is charged, he gets speed bar. He attacks all enemies for 320 piercing. Clears charge, defense up, evade, and revive once. So I guess it can't be dodged. There you go right there. It's unavoidable, and it cannot be blocked. So guess what? He's going to be getting it. He's going to be getting those revives regardless. So I guess if somebody else earns a revive, look at you, Old Man Logan, he's got another way to pull it off. All right, then we got his passive, and the passive on the T4 is on spawn. Bury yourself for 20% of his character's max health. Look, this is arena. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. The arena is a crazy, crazy, crazy place. Now, I already know that this character is struggling in one aspect at 3 stars, and that is the focus department. So where he's gaining 250% focus for each Annihilator ally without enough members on his team, he's definitely struggling. If he was a higher star level, he would actually be doing really good because he's got those new character stats. But alas, that's going to take a while for a lot of people, right? I digress. As far as T4s go, I'm definitely going to be putting him as a raider on this team. Thanos is going to be coming in as one of the strikers. Mephisto would be the other striker, so we want to make sure that we have enough vulnerables. Gorr is very well equipped to throw out a bunch of vulnerables out there, since he can't be blocked on either of his attacks. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Lots of vulnerables to play around with. And he's going to be a really, really fun character. As far as plug-and-play use goes for this guy, look, at a speed of 129, I believe it is. We'll just double-check that in a second. There's no way this guy doesn't get some sort of play. All right, let me go ahead, bring him up to this. I'll probably be doing some sort of ISO level 3 on him as well for the cosmic section. Though I already have Skrull, Mephisto, Old Man Logan done, so we'll have to see about that. So, 129 speed. He can open up with his ultimate, which is pretty crazy, right? It's going to give himself Safeguard. More importantly, clear all battlefield effects on the enemy side. It is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. There's lots of battlefield effects on the enemy side that would be really nice to get rid of. Think like Nova Force. I believe Mark of Mephisto is also on the allied side. Let's go check that out real quick. I believe it is. There you go. Empowered. Mark of Mephisto. Apply the battlefield effect to Mark of Mephisto to the allied side. Yes, so Gorr would actually remove the Mark of Mephisto as well, which is super interesting. It doesn't say anywhere Mark of Mephisto can't be cleared, right? So could Gorr play a part with, say, Cabal in the future and take down... Oh, we lost him. He's going to be super small. He's going to be hidden. Could he be used to help take down, say, Mephisto in Crucible with Cabal, getting rid of that anti-turn meter stuff? There is a world where that's possible. We'll have to wait and see. Most people right now are being even more tricky with it when it comes to Crucible. So in Crucible right now, you're going to be seeing a lot of teams that are going to have Gladiator protecting Skrull. That is a Cabal counter, right? So if you can then find a different solution for 6 is quite easy, right? You go with Apocalypse and no speed stuff so that you get to go first. And as long as you still get by that Gladiator, then you can still go punch the scroll, because he's not actually stopping you from gaining turn meter in Crucible. He's just stopping the vulnerable. That's how that works. So just be careful of that. But if we can find a different use for Cabal then, to take on Mephisto, that'd be pretty freaking huge. And yes, I am going full turtle because I'm mad at Crucible right now and I just want to take a breather and kind of relax on it. But anyway, guys, that's it for Gorr. Now, you can check out the Patreon if you want to be working on the infographic for that tonight. I do infographics for all the characters normally ahead of time, but with the vacation, wasn't meant to be. Anyway, let's end the video there. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know about your adventures with Gorr. If you're having any luck with him, I would take him into the arena, but we're currently rank 1. We'll see how long that lasts for. But with him being such a small star level, I think he's actually a liability right now in the current scene. Until we get this purple bastard, this glorious purple bastard with this whole like, hey, I dropped to 50% life, so now I'm going to clear all negative effects on myself and my annihilators. I'm going to hit you for 100% piercing. That's obviously going to go a lot higher, and it's unavoidable because I'm able to crit you, and it's going to kill you as you take your safeguard. It's a stupid character. I really, really, really wish Thanos Endgame and Gorr swap kits. Gorr should be the one decimating the enemy. He's fucking Gorr, the God Butcher, not Gorr the Controller. What the hell? All right, you know what? Video's not over. Let's see how good Gorr does in the current raids, because I mean, it'd be kind of cool if we could use him in the next raids instead of Venom, right? If you want to gear tier 19 somebody, it's gonna be Gorr, not Venom. Of course, of course, of course. So Gorr is not a high mind character. Doesn't get that speed up on spawn. Not getting the defense up or the deflex from Red Goblin. We'll see how that plays into account here. He is faster than Quicksilver, so he will at least strip those charges. So I could just do it like this then, right? Maybe. About to find out. All right, Red Goblin might just kill everybody. Boom. Tendrils for days. Yeah, we gotta figure out if Gorr is gonna be better than Sus, I guess. The problem with Sus, so because Sus isn't a symbiote, he doesn't get the same turn meter that Carnage feeds, so there would be a concern that he just can't keep up with the next tier, right? Damn, that's a Quicksilver got all the buffs. There we go. So yeah, Gorr didn't really do much damage there. I mean, maybe there's gonna be like a super good use for stripping charges in the next raid. That'd be kind of cool, right? He does put that ability block out from his special. Like, that's pretty neat. It's pretty nifty. Yeah, Gorr gets the speed bar. He doesn't get the speed up on spawn. It's different. Alright, also, actually, I don't know. Does, is Gwenum's symbiote her, energy? Or is it only... It's just Hive Mind. Hive Mind. It's all Hive Mind only. So Gorr's not going to get that energy from Gwenum. That's less than ideal for sure. What about... He gets enough turns that I guess he'll get it back, so... I don't know. What about this guy? His passive. No, it only gives Hive Mind energy on spawn. And he only generates energy with... Oh... So the Hive Mind people are obviously hard carrying right now. I don't know if Gorr is going to be useful in the next raid. We'll have to wait and see. Him getting the speed bar is interesting. The ability blocks. He's ability... Oh, fuck. Void Knight's doing the ability blocks. And then... Charge... Well, then they don't do anything with charges. So maybe Gorr will just be like an awesome charge stripper. He also could be super dead here since we don't have speed up on spawn. He, well, he ate that, which I guess is cool, right? And then we could ability block here. Take the charges off Black Cat. That's kind of cool. No, resist it, I guess. Well, she got wrecked, huh? Well, him eating that for the Carnage is cool, so the Carnage doesn't have offense down. That's kind of cool. You know, it's a thing. He's popping off. He's popping off. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm blinded by like what Hive Mind is doing here. Obviously, it's just like this is a giant Hive Mind which is why it's working as good as it is. This has nothing to do with Gorr, like, extremely increasing the viability of this. But who cares, man? It's Gorr the God Butcher. We want to use him everywhere because, you know what? At least they didn't make him Christian Bale. At least they didn't just paint Christian Bale's face white and say, that's Gorr the God Butcher. Silver lining? Everybody? Yeah? We're all in agreement, right? At least there's that. Skrull, yeah. So Skrull doing his turn meter rewind, and then also his eventual ult, I still think will have its place in at least one node in whatever the next raid has. I have not tested the next raid's bio section, so I'm not sure. But I'd be interested to find out. Because I know a lot of people don't want to build Venom. And I get it. I don't want to build Venom either. Damn, that did like no damage, huh? He's 3 stars. I gotta remember that. He's 3 stars. He's just a wee lad. He's doing his best. He's ability blocking everybody. He's got the new stats, so he's gonna scale harder than somebody like Skrull or Venom will. He will at least be getting the speed bar, so as long as we like take our time at the end of nodes, he'll get his energy back. It's gonna be a thing. We're gonna make it a thing. We will find a way to force Gorr to be a daily use in raids. Because he's Gorr the goddamn Butcher, okay? He's not Gorr the goddamn Controller, he's Gorr the goddamn Butcher. Alright, it's in the video there. Long story short, Hive Mind works in Incursion 2.3. Newsflash! That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.